Totally forgot what we were talking about.
Shot selection. Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another pickleball video. We have myself, Tyler Loong, professional pickleball player, and my partner, Gardner, also known as G. He is a local 4.5 player. He is increasing his talent and skill every single day. He will be at the 5.0 scene very shortly. Today we have a very fun topic. Any idea on what that topic might be?
Is it shot selection?
It ties into shot selection a little bit, but what we're going to be discussing today is how to read your opponents, how to know where they're going to be hitting, and how to prepare yourself for those balls. Oftentimes when you see professional players, they get in these quick exchanges, volley, 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 and they are reacting really quickly, and you think, wow, how are these guys doing it so quickly? And yes, they are quick, but oftentimes these players are anticipating, and they already know the general area that the opponents are going to hit to. And so rather than just purely going off of reaction time and skill, they're already knowing that this player is going to hit over here, and so they start leaning this way already, and so it gives them a little bit of a head start. And so in today's video, we're going to talk about how you can increase that knowledge and skill for yourself. Okay, so there's 4 things that I look for when I'm playing against somebody that gives their tell, gives the direction away. Do you have an idea of what kind of gives the direction and ball away of where they are going?
Yeah, maybe their hips or their shoulders.
Okay.
They're facing.
What else? Anything else, or just the?
Also, paddle angle is huge.
Okay, it's all encompassing. It includes a lot. Your eyes are extremely important. Your eyes tell a lot. They can telegraph where I will be hitting, where your partner will be hitting, where your opponent will be hitting. Body positioning. Oftentimes, your body will point toward the direction that you are going to be hitting the ball. And then after that, what else do we have?
Your eye, your...
You said it, yep. You said it initially.
Oh, your shoulders, paddle.
Your paddle. Your paddle is huge. Your paddle might be the biggest tell of what direction and where somebody is going. If you watch the top players, they oftentimes are just watching the person's paddle. And that is because if you watch the paddle closely, it will tell whether they are doing slice, topspin, flat, and even what direction they are going. Occasionally, the very top players, they can misdirect, but not every single time. And so by learning this skill, you're going to be able to be ready, be more ready for the next ball that they hit. Now we're going to look at this in action. We're going to look at first the eyes, and then we're going to go into the body positioning, and then we're going to go into the paddle and what that looks like and what you need to look for in order to be more prepared for the next ball. So for this first drill, we're just going to illustrate what looking at the eyes does and how much it can telegraph to your opponent. So obviously I'm going to exaggerate this a little bit, but the point remains that the eyes really telegraph where you're hitting the ball. And so we're just going to dink a couple of times and watch my eyes, and my eyes alone will tell what direction I'm hitting the ball. Okay, awesome. I hope this is demonstrated in the video, but as you see, my eyes telegraphed. Were you able to see which direction I was going kind of before?
It was tough.
It was tough?
I was looking a lot at the ball.
Okay.
And more of your body. But
gotcha.
I could tell sometimes.
So sometimes he was able to tell, and that's one thing he's maybe not trained to do, is kind of look at the head and the eyes, because most players don't realize that, or they don't know to look for that. And so maybe G hasn't really been looking for that. He's been more reacting to the ball. But as soon as you start to look for these different tells and these different characteristics, I guess you can say, it becomes a lot easier for you to react to the ball. All right, and now the second thing that I want to talk about is body positioning. Once again, we're going to exaggerate it a little bit, and this isn't 100% sure way to tell which direction. However, it is very common. I would say my success rate with looking at the body position is like 80 to 90%. Every once in a while, you might get misdirected or might get faked out, but for the most part, it tells where the ball is going. So once again, it's similar to the eyes, but your body is going to follow that ball. So if I'm hitting over here cross court, I'm going to be facing cross court. If I'm hitting over this way, I'm going to be facing this way. And so here we are, we'll be dinking a couple, and just watch my body positioning and which way I'm facing. Awesome. So it was a little bit hard to see that, especially when there's not another person where I'm going cross court. But if you really watch the body positioning, you're going to notice that they're facing and they're looking at the direction that they are hitting. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, especially how they move their feet.
Okay, especially how they move their feet. I didn't touch on that, but that's a very good observation. All right. And the last thing that we're going to talk about is the paddle face. So what do you know about the paddle face, G? It's flat, okay. More so on the direction.
If it's angled up, the ball's gonna go up. If it's coming down, it's gonna cut.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty simple, but if you watch the paddle face, that's going to tell a lot. Oftentimes, when people are slicing, they're holding the ball at an angle this way. If they're ready to speed up, they're going to be up here ready to attack. And so those are things that you want to look out for, is the paddle face. And so oftentimes I'm staring more so at the paddle than anything else. The paddle is such a huge tell, and it gets me ready for the next ball, and that way I can react to a lot of the balls they hit. Even if they attack me, I can react to those. So one thing I forgot to mention is, touching on the paddle face, is if G hits me a dink and I'm dinking it right down here and my paddle face is like this, can I speed this shot up?
No.
It's going to be very difficult for me to speed this shot up because A, the ball is low, and then B, I have a slice grip for it. My grip and paddle face is acting as if I'm going to slice it. And so just by that, I kind of ease off. I'm not expecting that they're going to attack it because of the paddle face. Now, if the ball bounces right here and I don't have this grip, I have more of a this grip or this paddle face, what does that tell?
You can attack it.
I could attack it. And so in that situation, I'm going to be maybe a little bit more prepared for them to speed it up. But if I'm hitting a low ball and I see they're going like this, or if I even hit a high ball and I still see that they're going like this, they're cutting it, they're dropping it, they're not going to be attacking it for the most part. Good. So that last one, I kind of did a mini speed up, but once again, if you looked at my paddle, it was not this way. It was more flat like this. And so when you hit a ball and you see somebody change their paddle face, that is a huge, huge, huge tell that they might be slicing it or top spinning it or speeding it up. Thank you so much for watching cues and giveaways that your opponents gives. G, did you learn anything new?
Yeah, look at their eyes, look at their body positioning, and their paddle.
Awesome. By doing that, you're going to be a lot more prepared. And I'm telling you, a lot of people, a lot of players, the top pros, oftentimes they don't have the best reactions, but they are great at anticipating. And so if you can anticipate a ball coming in a certain direction, you're going to be able to get a more of a head start in that area, and then you're going to be ready for it. And so by following these things that we just talked about, you're giving yourself an advantage on your opponents when they speed up the ball or hit any ball for that matter. Once again, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this channel for more videos. We will see you in the next video.